until there's a weapons-grade nerve agent on American soil. The amount of chemicals stolen from that warehouse can be used to manufacture enough VX to kill thousands. So how's Martin going to be able to find the VX in time, let alone the Hubbards?
His legend, Dante Arba. He's got more contacts in the weapons black market than anybody.
What do we know about this guy he's meeting?
He goes by Khalid. Real name is Ahmed Abdul. He's a facilitator, and he makes introductions.
So Dante thinks Khalid will lead us to the VX supplier, hopefully Hubbard's captors. All of that in 3 days. I'll just be curled up in the corner over here.
It's Dante's show now. Let's see what he does.
I find a scratch. I'm taking your finger. Fair warning. You sense it? Bang. You're dead.
Mr. Auerbach.
Ellie.
It's one way to say hello.
Then they showed up with the ammunition in boxes with Chinese markings. After we'd warned them.
I thought you were going to shoot the bastards right there.
I was that close.
That really happened?
I highly doubt it.
He's good. Totally sold that. He doesn't win the Academy Award until he gets a solid lead.
Heard rumors you got pins.
I was running proxy contracts for the Pentagon, arming the Afghan rebels through some contacts in Peshawar.
Some material leaked.
I was on a hook for selling arms to groups hostile to the United States.
These people in Washington, such hypocrites.
I do that bidding until the DOD gets caught with their hands in the cookie jar. Want someone to blame. Play with fire? Should have known.
So what now?
Is he coming back?
What else am I going to do? But no more grey market stuff. I'm going to do something, I don't know, something bigger.
You get pinched dealing W&D in the throwaway key, huh?
I'm not going to make a career of it. Get in, get out, walk away with 8 figures.
It's a risky game, my friend.
I'm always looking over my shoulder, no matter what kind of weight I'm moving. Might as well shoot for the moon.
You have a buyer?
I've got a few associates from the shock and awe days. I heard the Chechens have product available. But I don't have any connect. I was hoping you might be able to help me.
It's not unlike.
There might be someone in town.
A Greek? Could be worth a shot.
Searching all entry visas for the last 30 days. Greek passports and birthplaces. Cross-reference those names within a post-criminal database.
But as a friend.
I'd rather do time than the business with Polanos.
Polanos.
Tough negotiator.
Maybe the toughest. Particularly for you.
Why me?
I've known you a long time, Dante. And there's certain weaknesses that Polanos may be suited to exploit.
Risk and reward go hand in hand. Can you set something up?
I'm not getting any hits.
Definitely an alias.
Reservation under Khalid, please.
The other party has arrived. In the back.
Thank you. Excuse me, I'm looking for Mr. Polanos.
I'm Polanos. Anna, Polanos.
What a lovely mistake.
Where's Khalid?
Unfortunately, something came up. He sends his regrets.
And who are you?
I'm a friend of his. A good friend.
Afraid I'm too busy for friends of friends, Mr.
Orbach. Dante.
You'll excuse me.
But don't run off. You don't know what you're missing.
Honestly, Mr. Orbach, I don't care.
It's no wonder people don't take you seriously.
Excuse me.
And just because you're beautiful, you think every man wants to sleep with you. I find it very unprofessional. Do you think this was a date? Please. I have all I can handle on that front.
The guy is good. He's not that good. He's really good. He's keeping Anna around while I run the stingray that he just planted under the table, which allowed me to trick every cell in the bar to broadcast to us instead of the local tower. So in another 15 seconds, I'll have isolated her cell, and we have her calls, contacts, texts, the works. You're good.
Have you thought we might like to meet, do some business together?
What line of work are you in?
I'm in the wine business. Please. Sit. What's you in the mood for? Red or white?
I don't have a preference.
Good. I already ordered an excellent Chardonnay.
What do you do in the wine trade, Mr. Orbach?
I suppose you could call me a private sommelier. I have a select list of clients with very sophisticated palates. I buy wine for them. That's why I wanted to meet you. I have one client in particular who's interested in rare vintages.
Go to Napa.
They don't want something that can be bought in Napa. They want something no one else has. Something exceptional. These are people of extreme means. Committed collectors.
What size lot?
Large lots. Exclusively. It's got a nice finish.
Riley, what is this place?
You should be grateful. You have it much nicer than I did in Yavas, the corrective colony. 8 years I spent there in a cell, a fraction of the size of this room. Because of you.
You betrayed me. And our country. When you saw the weapons there, God only knows who.
Don't act like you didn't know things were going on, Doctor. You took payments. Where did you think the money was coming from?
I can't believe it, what we were doing. What I was doing was wrong.
I realized early in my life that belief is subjective, fallible, the road to folly. My belief is not to believe. Instead, one should act in one's best interest. Do you know your own best interests, Alexander? Your family's?
You're going to make the VX gas for me, or you and your family will die. Just left Polanos at the restaurant. She knew I was talking about black market weapons. Was totally engaged.
Incoming call on Polano's cell. We need a warrant, technically. Pick gates up here.
We have to run this down, Crystal. We don't have a lot of time.
Backdate it. Place some rubber stamps, everything anyway. Where is it, Alon?
Be patient. The clients had some unexpected complications.
This guy's gotta be the buyer. That is their issue. We had an agreement.
The transfers must be untraceable. You understand that?
These were legitimate buyers.
The money's coming. I promise.
You have until 8 a.m. tomorrow.
I'm moving on it.
Polanos is selling something.
Yeah, it's VX.
We haven't confirmed that, but I've got her cell. I'm running down the contacts. I say we let it play out. What if we let it play out and we lose Anna? One VX canister has enough nerve gas in it to kill everyone in this building 10 times over.
Crystal's right. We gotta keep operational control in case.
Yeah, we need to get this Frenchman, the broker. Get him out of the picture. Now step into the deal with the straw buyer.
Maggie, any ping on the caller?
Yes, I geolocated his cell. He's downtown at the Mondrian Hotel. Let's get eyes on him.
On my way.
Room service. 1 second.
What are you doing?
You will be killed for this.
There it is. No Frenchman setting. This is not going to stop until you answer my questions. Lying or out you? Oh no. What are you buying from Polanos?
They'll kill me.
Do you know there are more nerve endings in the lower back than in the genitals?
Please, don't. No, please. Don't.
Is it VX?
No. Okay, it's VX.
Who are you buying it for?
I don't know. There's a proxy.
And who's the proxy?
Maduro, PSUV. They're worrying about the civil unrest in Venezuela.
Tell her you're out. Tell her not to contact you again.
What is it, Alon?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm going to have to back out.
What?
Yes, I'm afraid it's final. This is the last time we will speak. Do not try to contact me again.
Any attempt to resuscitate this deal will result in your termination. We have eyes on you every minute and every day. Do you understand?
Right.
That's good.
Well, let me tell you something. You guys got it good up here in the DCO. Not like that crap we got downstairs in transport security. Laptops are from the 80s. Let me tell you, if I had all this...
The point, Agent Rice.
I'd like to talk to one of your agents, Martin Odom.
Why?
Odom came to see me and asked me about a homicide. A schizo drifter named Robert McCombs. Struck me as odd as to why he was so curious. Then days later, witness turns up, shows me this. This is the crime scene. The Vic is in a green jacket. I mean, that's him, right? That's Odom?
Hard to tell.
Not really. I thought it was kind of suspicious that Odom never told me he was on that subway platform. So I'd like to talk to Mr. Odom and see why he misrepresented his involvement.
He's unavailable.
Yeah? Where is he? For how long?
You don't have clearance to know.
It's a murder case the DCO is working on?
I'm not at liberty to say.
I get it. Well, when Mr. Odom becomes available, I'm not allowed to talk to him. You know where to find me. I know this is a big case. See, I got video of Odom kneeling over the victim as the crime occurred. I got Odom lying to me about being there in the first place. And I got his boss in the DCO being tight-lipped and denying interest in the case.
You were supposed to take this case to OPR.
This is what I think, okay? I think that we got some rogue deep cover operative who topped some scale, right? And now he's been protected by his boss in this huge cover-up. That's what I think.
Yeah, well, you think a whole lot of things.
Yeah, you know what else? Agents don't do murders in my FBI. I'm not dropping this case.
You can't arrest an FBI agent without a smoking gun there, Fife.
Okay, enough with the smoking gun. You know me, okay? You know me. And you know what? I'm gonna get you your evidence.
Good luck.
See? This is a big case. So tell me something. What's it like overseeing an agent with my instincts, huh? It's like a dream, isn't it? Makes your job easy.
Goodbye, Rice.
I love you too.
Nightmare. What did you do to the broker? Do we need to pull you out?
I'm not alone. Froggy's out of the picture. No, he's not dead.
Polanis will move quickly to find another buyer, possibly domestic or domestic attack.
I'm gonna reach out to her.
If you have another go at her, she'll spook.
She doesn't want to hold on to the VX any longer than she has to.
If you reach out to Anna again, there will be no deal. She'll vanish. She has to come to you. In the meantime, we'll keep tabs on her. Gates thinks you're up for this. Hope he's right.
Pardon? You wouldn't be the first undercover agent to struggle coming out.
Confusion of identity, personality dissociation, fugue states, these are recognized risks for deep cover operatives work.
Hey, I'm sorry for coming around on
There's a fine line between spontaneous and stalking, Martin. Boundaries.
I know, I just need to talk to you.
Oh, my good, Martin. Are you okay?
Just need to ask you some questions. I don't have anyone else to talk to. Please, Sonny. I think something's happening to me. I don't know if I'm this guy or that guy, or if this guy's me. I know it seems crazy, but I just need you to tell me how I proposed. It was on a beach, was it? I remember there was a beach, yeah?
You really don't remember? It was Easter, your parents' backyard. Aiden's gonna be out any moment. I don't want him seeing you like this. Us like this. He's taking this whole thing really hard. This is just gonna upset him.
Hey. Hey, bud. How was school, huh?
Horrible, of course. You're still on for this weekend, right? I'm staying with you?
We've got a problem, pal. So, something's come up at work, and I don't think... It's all right. Don't worry. I'll make it up to you. That's why I came round today. See you.
Come on, let's go. You're gonna be late.
I was hoping you'd call.
I've come across a very distinctive vintage. I thought your clients might be interested.
Depends on the vintage.
Meet me at the 7 Grand tonight. 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Got the call from Polanos. On for tonight.
I'll brief the crew. One more thing. An agent from downstairs came to see me about you.
Agent Rice.
He'd be the one.
Feel free to get him off my ass. Before he blows my cover.
I'll do what I can. But when this is over, we're gonna have a little sit down.
Why did the Frenchman back out?
Got cold feet. Might have materialized, I don't know. But he's out. I can chase him.
Don't be an idiot. If he comes back to us, it's with a wire. I've warned you this might happen.
Yes, it played out exactly as I said. You're plugging the audio into a word cloud program that pings keywords. I know. I want to make it right. I have other options I'm looking into. Colonel, I know you're disappointed. She said Colonel. It must be the same guy that Dimitri mentioned.
After everything I've done for you, I expect more. I pulled you out of an orphanage in Samashki.
Samashki's in Chechnya. I'm seeing if we have audio for a voice match. Great.
Do you know what would have happened to you if I hadn't done that? What your life would have been? I saved you. The longer we hold the product, the greater the risk. Ultimately, I will be the one bearing it. If you can't get this done, then I'll start over. With a clean slate.
I'm sorry. We've got our colonel. Call Martin, fill him in. I'll brief Gates.
Not difficult if you're properly motivated.
It's just the first step. With this equipment, I can only make small batches. You know how this works.
I also know how you like to store, Alexander.
The process is what it is. I'm gonna need another 24 hours at least.
You can go without sleeping, because if you don't finish in 18 hours, you and your family are up against the wall. I'll kill your daughter first. Questo non работает, сынок. Переведи машину.
Yuri Medvedev. He was a Chechen resistance colonel in the First Chechen War in 1994. He flipped the legions halfway through and sided with the Russians. After the war ended, he was brought to trial for murder.
Specifically for the rape and killing of a 24-year-old woman he claimed was a sniper for the enemy. He had been served 8 years in an army prison, then he bought his way out. In the 90s, he was rumored to be the source of some black market nerve agents out of Crimea, manufactured by none other than Alexander Navalsky.
That's our kidnapped scientist.
With WMD in play, we need to coordinate with the WMD Directorate. Critical incident. Brief the Joint Task Force. We need an agency-wide response.
Understood, but we should be careful about how visible our approach is. We're at a very fragile stage in our undercover operation.
Who's under now?
Well, our agent has inserted himself as a broker of the deal involving the VX gas. Now, if all goes as planned, we'll be able to recover the weapon and bring down the organization behind it.
Who's the agent?
Martin Odom, sir.
Odom? Under again so soon?
He's been in Legend a week, and he's already penetrated the network.
What about you, Ms. McGuire? What do you think about Odom?
He put us on a hot lead very quickly, no question.
But
But his approach is unorthodox. The ends justify the means.
Our
and that
operation
puts us-
ends with the interdiction of WMD. Odom is the only agent I trust with a case of this magnitude. I am comfortable with his tactics. Give us a week before you start knocking down doors. That's all I'm asking.
you have 24 hours. Get it done.
Hungover at gunpoint is not ideal, okay? But there I am, in a hangar off the tarmac, and these PLA goons forced me to open the cargo hold, which is full of surface-to-air missiles. I have a warrant for my arrest out from Beijing, and I get the one captain in the million-man army that won't take a bribe.
So what did you do?
Well, I explained the missiles were cloud seeders, not munitions at all. Part of an international research program to reduce smog.
And they bought it.
Completely. They were all trained in Sing Tang. The air quality there is horrendous. They all had black lung. They actually thanked me before letting me go. Romance at short notice is my speciality.
I'm learning more about you by the moment. I wonder what other secrets you're hiding. Tell me more about your clients.
Known them for years. Great integrity. Once the deal is struck, the deal is done.
Are they domestic?
Isn't it simpler if we're all anonymous?
Actually, I'm very glad to hear you say that.
Tell me about this vintage of yours.
It's a V-series nerve agent. An area denial weapon. This particular lot was patterned off a Russian process from the 1990s.
Oh,
VX has high persistence in the environment stasis, odorless. It can be distributed as a spray, liquid, aerosol.
I think my clients would be very interested, actually.
That's enough about business. I want to know more about you. How about Dante?
There's nothing more to add that you probably don't already know. I won't find out soon enough.
I don't know everything. Are you married?
I was. I'm separated right now.
That's too bad. You're a closet romantic. I bet you proposed in some elaborate way.
Yes. On a beach, actually. Sunset. Very elaborate.
Why did it end?
I didn't pay as much attention to my marriage as I should have. Yes, she deserved better.
If you had it to do again, what would you do differently?
I don't know. I could do anything differently. I am who I am, for better or worse. That doesn't alleviate the guilt, does it?
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Consummate deal.
You always sleep with your business partners.
It's part of the vetting process.
Evening, Agent Rice.
I'll leave you boys to talk.
House calls are below your pay grade, ain't it, Gates?
Not when you're tailing one of my agents doing an extremely sensitive operation.
I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. See, Martin Odom is a material witness to a brutal homicide in which he lied to an investigating agent. I have a duty to follow that case wherever it goes.
Well, the case he's working on now is a hell of a lot more important. Literally thousands of lives could be at stake. Back off.
I'm not gonna back off until I know why Odom was on that subway platform. And I think you're a little unsure yourself. That's why you're here.
You got 5 reprimands. 1 for use of excessive force. Seems to me you tend to overdo things, which is probably why you haven't been promoted.
You writing a book?
Tackle an obstruction of a federal investigation charge to your resume, and then your job prospects turn into, well, what job?
Daddy, I can't sleep.
Go back upstairs, sweetie. I'll be up in a second, okay?
Okay.
Nice family. Don't make me an enemy.
There's someone I'd like you to meet tonight.
Good.
What do we have?
Martin's in. Polanos wants him to meet the supplier. Can I pick you up at 7?
Okay.
I really enjoyed last night.
Yeah, me too.
Martin can't risk being exposed as an undercover operative. Not with the VX still out there. That means no wire, no follow team.
Cell phone, gun. Give me everything. Put it on.
We'll track the transport vehicle via satellite, but he'll be on his own.
I have a lock on Martin. He's leaving downtown, heading east towards Echo Park. I just pinned a number that Polanos dialed 3 times on the day of Huckleberry's kidnapping. It's the opposite direction from where Martin's headed, but it looks like a warehouse. Isolated, secure. Guarantee that's our lab. They could be holding the Hubbard family there.
We've got about 10 hours before Spiller takes this over.
It's gonna tag team down there now.
Maggie, set up mobile command.
What? We're driving in circles? I don't have anyone following me.
Palpatine, what do you have for us?
We got 3 bogies outside the warehouse, armed and hot, defensive posture. They're definitely guarding something. You seeing this? The hotspot is registering at over 300 degrees.
VX gas requires sustained high temperatures. That's the lab where they're making the nerve gas. Maybe it's Hubbard's there. Maybe his family, too.
Jam the nearby cell towers. I want an 8-block radius to go dark to all wireless traffic, you understand? I don't want the Chechens tipping anyone that we hit them, then have that boomerang on the mind.
I'll put the warehouse in a black hole.
Crystal, let's go.
Alpha team approaching standby position. All wireless jammed.
Engage hostiles. Shoot the kids.
Masks and gloves on until you're clear of the building. If you're exposed, you can nerve each and check the atropine right away. Move in.
Go, 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 go.
Watch your step.
Bogey's down. Moving into the east corridor.
East corridor looks clear.
Check the corner.
Kill that guy. Nice shot, McGuire.
Mitch, find the Hubbards. We're going to the lab.
Copy that.
Crystal, that hotspot should be dead ahead. Got it. Bravo's moving east. Approaching hotspot. Command, we found the lab.
Crystal, check around. Any sign of the VX?
Stand by. We're checking. I'll cover you. Go! Richard Hubbard. Maggie, Hubbard says his wife and daughter are locked in the west corridor. Alpha team leader, do you copy?
Copy that. We're in the west corridor. Bogey, 1 o'clock. Clear. You're okay now. We're gonna get you out of here. Got the mother and daughter. Distracting them now.
Stand down! Building's clear!
Man is now the team leader. We've been all over this place. There's no VX here. I repeat, there is no sign of VX.
They must have already moved the VX. I guess it's up to Martin now.
Take it out.
It's interesting timing you coming out of the woodwork right when my recent buyer vanished.
I didn't know you had another buyer. I'm Dante, by the way.
Anna tells me you spend time in federal prison.
Yes. So,
It's a common practice of the FBI to turn prisoners in exchange for reduced prison sentences.
what is this? You didn't come here for an inquisition.
Other than Khalid, who knows you?
Who knows you? How do I know you don't have some side deal with immigration to acquire a few checkpoints? Give them a limey broker in exchange. Hey, look, I'm not Wyatt. There's nothing to hide. What about you? Where do you go?
Go ahead, shoot! Splatter your boss all over the walls.
You don't trust me? Kill me. We'll both die together.